On air? Output. Yes, we're on air. Okay, and then let's see if I can switch cameras. Boom, camera one. Yep, it worked. All right, guys, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
We are back with Sneaker Impact News.
Fun day, Friday.
Saturday, Sunday.
Yes.
And the other weekdays.
Yes.
Guys, I'm here with Hadi the GOAT. It's Bryan the Botanist, your Sneaker Impact News host, and Young Gun.
Young Gun.
So we're going to do a quick audio check. Hadi's going to run the mic while I go in another room. And once we make sure we're Gucci, we're going to come back and give you guys the latest news.
Okay.
All right. 3, 2, 1. Give you guys the latest news. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Give me a thumbs up. Give me a 1 to the chat. Bryan, if you're in the chat, give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. Okay, so my favorite team is Miami Heat. My favorite players are Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler.
Perfect. We got perfect audio, Hadi. The internet can hear us loud and clear. There's nothing stopping us now. So what were you saying? Your favorite NBA players?
Were Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Duncan Robinson.
But Jimmy Butler's not going to be on the Heat anymore.
Nope.
He's going to have a new team. So yeah, guys, we're live on a Friday. It's Sneaker Impact in Miami. There's so many exciting things happening in the next couple of weeks.
They said they're not trading him anymore.
They're not going to trade him?
No.
Oh, I haven't read the news in about a week. They're going to keep him?
Yeah, but okay. I think like suspended him or something. I don't know. Like I think it's making like trade offers or something.
Yeah.
Trade offers, but they're
accepting offers.
Yeah, but they're not trading him anymore. They're saying
I mean, he's a superstar. You don't want to lose him.
Of course.
But everyone's got to get along. So yeah, let's get it back onto Sneaker Impact. So guys, Hadi and I have been on the road. We've been working really hard. The whole team here has been working hard. Mm-hmm. Lots of new partners. We've been doing events. We've been going to marathons. We got a bunch of stuff coming up. Hadi, what did we do last month in December?
We went to Cape Canaveral, I think.
Cape Canaveral for the Space Force 10 miler Expo. We got to hang out with the military.
Yeah, me and Bryan had a lot of fun.
Yeah, we got pizza from a really good pizza place up there. Shout out. Man, what was the name of that place? Right next to the
was it?
Well, it was like an old fashioned. They had like a stone oven.
Yeah, old fashioned. Like shout out the pizza place whoever made that pizza.
It was right next to the Cape Canaveral Convention Center.
Yeah,
it's like part of it. It's built onto it, but it's a really cool family restaurant.
It was like
Rossi something. I don't know. You can look it up in Cape Canaveral. It's in Cape Canaveral, which is a cool little island. But anyways, Hadi, we got to stay focused on Sneaker Impact News. So we went up there to educate the public about our recycling program.
Mm-hmm.
And we accept all conditions of shoes. And we collected a good amount of shoes, but we also, more than anything, made a lot of connections and did a lot of education, which is what we're all about, is raising awareness. We are now in over 2,500 retail locations across the country. We're growing fast. Many universities are working with us. We have the Miami Marathon coming up in 2 weeks. We'll be at the Expo for our 5th year in a row. We're a big partner of the Miami Marathon. We love the Miami Marathon a lifetime. Frankie Ruiz is one of our closest friends and supporters. So guys,
shout out to Frankie.
Shout out to Frankie for having us and the whole team at the Lifetime Miami Marathon Expo, which is on the 29th or the 30th and 31st of January. And then the marathon's on the 1st, but the expo is Friday and Saturday, 2 weeks from today. Mm-hmm. So 2 weeks from today, Hadi, myself, Mo, our CEO, and then who else? Shout out to Mo. Lisa from our social media team is going to be there. Shout out to Lisa. Freddie's going to be helping us load in and load out. Freddie's one of the hidden superstars of Sneaker Impact. He's the muscle. But he makes sure that the gears are running every day. So there's so many people that you guys don't get to see.
Yeah.
You mainly get to see me and Hadi because the rest of the people are working really hard, and we are too, but we're trying to build this YouTube channel. So if you guys can give us a thumbs up or a like or a subscription,
or one,
like they say, smash that like button.
Smash that like button.
But no, we're interviewing people. We're looking for podcast guests. What else is going on, Hadi? I know we got some new programs I can tell them about quickly. We're working on grinding more than ever. We're creating things. I can't really talk about what we have created yet because it's coming soon, but it's so cool. I can't wait to share it with you guys. Hadi's seen it. Numerous new products for the market to create a circular economy with these materials. So they're not just going, into the landfill or being used to create electricity, which is an okay solution. It's better than the ocean or the landfill. But we still once in a while use, these waste to energy innovation centers. But more than anything now, the 10% of shoes we receive that are not able to live a second life are getting grinded up. And we have a guy named Paul on the team. And Paul is shout out to Paul, Beach High, good dude. He builds bikes. He's like an artist. He's like in charge with Mo of our grinding program. And they have this insane new grinder and auto separator machine and all these different things like sensors and lasers and infrared and just things that they're testing out. So many cool. Oh, wow. I thought I turned off my phone. Okay. All right. So they're testing out a bunch of, stuff, and they're now giving the materials like the foam and the rubber back to the industry. And their industry is using it to create products. And the products, I can name about 4 to 5 right now, but I can't technically. But they're things you will use in your life to live a healthy life. So you can try to guess what they are. And in the next month or two, we'll be sharing them on Instagram. I mean, if you go check out our Instagram right now at sneaker.impact, well, that's our website. Sneaker.impact is our Instagram. But what's our website, Hadi? Sneakerimpact.com. So we have a new website, actually. The website was updated over the last 4 months. They spent a good amount of time, the technology team. I actually helped a little bit with the copy, but we went through every single page. Everything's been updated. We have new information about our grinding program on there. And material separations, we call it circular materials. We call it circular materials, Hadi, because these shoes are made of materials like rubber and foam. And they're just like any other material, like, this, I'm wearing, cotton shirt, and you're wearing, polyester, cotton, rubber, foam. So these materials can get made into new things when we're done with them. Yeah. We got the technology. It's 2025. We can make this happen. Sneaker Impact. I'm very impressed, like, with how much investment has been put into that grinding program, because we could just stick with selling the shoes overseas, and we have micro business merchants selling them. We're creating jobs with the shoes. Many people are creating, the whole world is creating jobs by donating their unwanted shoes. Those shoes are creating jobs. So that's so cool that, like, people can literally take things that would become trash, repair them, create a job. That's called circular materials. And Sneaker Impact is definitely a leader in that. What else is going on? So we've got some marathons coming up. I'm going to be going to North Carolina on a road trip eventually for Sneaker Impact to visit our stores in North Carolina, because we're really got a good amount of stores. And well, we're in all 50 states, we don't, have a favorite, but we have a bunch of stores in Raleigh and Charlotte and in all throughout, the East Coast. We're in New York City, we're in Chicago, we're in LA. Shout out to LA. We're sending mad love to LA. We love you guys in LA. We were at the LA Marathon 2 years ago, and I love LA so much. Hadi, you've been to LA, right? Have you ever been to LA, Los Angeles? Okay. Well, we love Los Angeles. I've been there 20 plus times in my life, and I've been in these places affected. I used to run in the Pacific Palisades. That's where the fire tore through, Hadi. I used to run out there and do stuff, hang out with people. And I was out there for work a couple of times, putting on races for another company I worked for. And this was 10 years ago, but I even was out in LA 2 years ago, Sneaker Impact. We were at Dodger Stadium, which is in, the heart of LA. When you're at Dodger Stadium up on top, that's where the baseball team plays. You can see the whole city. It's up on a hill. So when you're up there, you can see the whole city. It's so cool.
Wow.
It's like something out of a movie. They use it in the movies for like a shot of LA.
Yeah.
So we were in LA a couple of years ago, but we're going to come back soon, and we're sending our love to LA because it's on everyone's heart. You know, what happened out there is tragic, and it's just unimaginable to lose everything and to have so much of the city get, it's a tragedy. So the fires have done so much damage. So we're sending our love to LA, but keep up the recycling. We're in this together, guys. And the country is going to we're going to pick it all up, and we're going to repair and rebuild, build back better, they say. So Sneaker Impact. Yeah. Besides that, we're just going to some events, marathons. We got the Miami Marathon. We'll be doing a bunch of stuff that week with Earth Days coming up in 2 months, Hadi, 3 months. It's in April. We'll be doing stuff with the University of Miami, which I don't think we mentioned that on this test.
Really?
You want to tell them what we said earlier? Do you want me to say it? You remember the stat? We got a new stat, a new honor for UM. Okay, I'll go ahead and do it. We're going to build up a little suspense. If you checked out my LinkedIn lately or the Sneaker Impact News podcast, last week I got to interview Teddy Letellier from University of Miami. He's the sustainability director at University of Miami. So he's in charge of all recycling and sustainability at the University of Miami. That's a big deal. He's been there for almost 15 years. I can't remember, but he told me over 10 years, Hadi. He got his master's in sustainability, and he's been, he did a bunch of stuff in his college career to get advanced knowledge. And then he took over at UM, and they have a smaller program in the sense that it's 2 people running the program, him and another person, but they have the whole school behind them. And they've now become the number 13th school in the US for the best environmental standards. They were ranked the 13th greenest university. And that's a big deal, because I'll tell you why. Because if you look at the top 25 list, and it was done by Princeton Review, that's a big time, they review a lot of things and they're legit. That's a huge honor. So last year they were number 26, Hadi, which is also great. But this year they're number 13. And you might think, well, why aren't they number 1? Well, if you look at like the top 25 schools, they're all actually mainly smaller private schools. Some of these big schools, and UM is a giant school. The big schools have a hard time because they have a bigger problem than a smaller school. They might have more resources, but they have a bigger problem. There could be more waste. There could be more buildings, more electricity being used, all these factors, more budget, all this, but it's hard for a big school to be the most environmentally friendly because they have such a big footprint, Hadi. So UM, I didn't see my alma mater, University of Wisconsin-Madison, and we are a very conservation, progressive-minded school in Wisconsin. We're in the capital. And the University of Wisconsin is huge. The Badgers, they're not on the top 50, unfortunately. I was a little sad. And none schools that none of these big schools, by the way, UF wasn't on the list. The only school from the state of Florida on the top 50 list, Hadi, was UM. So I want to give a big shout out to the U. Let's put up the U. Where are we at? We're at this camera over here. Shout out to the U. How do you do it? You do it like this? Yeah, big shout out to the U, because they made that top 50 list, and not the only top 50, top 25. I mean, I'll tell you if you want to see the names of them really quick, because I sent them to some of my friends.
Wait, so we're seeing UM when?
We go to UM throughout the year to chat with the students, to hang out. We went there for Earth Day last year. We go to their sustainability events. We also have our boxes, Hadi, on 4 locations at UM.
Wow.
We have them at the gyms. We have them at the bookstore on campus, their main bookstore where people buy stuff. But we also are at their gyms and at their sports center. And then we're at one other location. They have a fitness gym where the students go out and work. And then they have a place where their athletes go, like their football team. So we're at all their athletic locations.
Yeah.
But they told me that we're at about 4 locations, and they have a custom bin. But yeah, so a big shout out to UM. I'm just going to go to Google, and if you type in Princeton Review Guide to Green Colleges. So this is a 2025 press release, just came out. It was last year's rating, and here's the top 25, guys. Number 1 is College of the Atlantic in Maine. Number 2, American University in Washington, D.C. Number 3, Pitzer College in California. Number 4, State University of New York, College of Environmental Sciences and Forestry. Number 5, Emory University out of Georgia. So you can see in those top 5, they're actually all small schools. None of those are giant schools. Number 6, Williams College in Massachusetts. A lot of these schools are on the East Coast because it's a little bit more environmentally minded there. Number 7, University of North Carolina at Asheville. Okay, we love Asheville. Shout out to Asheville. University of Vermont, Hadi, was number 8. Colorado State University was number 9. So again, Colorado, a place that is known for environmental activism.
Yeah.
But a smaller school, Colorado State University, not Colorado University, not the the big ones. Now, number 9 or 10 is Dickinson College in Pennsylvania, 11 Colby College in Maine, 12 Loyola University in Chicago. I know Loyola, but most people haven't heard of Loyola. But I'm from the Chicago area, north of Chicago, but I've heard of Loyola. So they made number 12. Number 13 out of all the universities in the U.S., and there's thousands, Hadi, thousands. University of Miami. The University of Miami in Florida, in Coral Gables, was ranked the number 13 greenest university in the United States by Princeton Review in 2024. Number 14 is a small university out of Vermont called Bennington College. Then 15 is New York University. Number 16, University of California, Irvine. 17, Lewis and Clark College out of Oregon. 18, Skidmore College out of New York. 19, Randolph College out of Virginia. 20, Bates College out of Maine. You get the point. Iowa, California, Pennsylvania, Massachusetts. These are all smaller colleges on this list. Arizona State University, Loyola Marymount University, Lehigh University in Pennsylvania, University of Massachusetts Amherst. That's your top 25 list, Hadi. The biggest university in that entire list is UM, and they're right in the middle at number 13. And if you look on Google, I'm going to ask Google right now, how many colleges and universities are in the U.S.? What do you think, Hadi? You want to take a guess? Uh-oh. Nope, can't talk right now. How many colleges and universities are there? Hadi, guess? How many? Just take a big wild guess. We're out of coffee, Hadi.
100?
Nope.
99?
Nope.
1,000?
Nope.
Million?
Nope.
30?
No, much higher than 30, Hadi.
A billion.
Just in Miami, there's probably over 30 universities. Not a billion, no. You want me to tell you?
Yes.
According to Google and AI, the United States has around 5,300 colleges and universities. This number fluctuates each year due to mergers and closures.
Wow.
So 5,000 universities and colleges in the United States, Hadi. They ranked them all. UM was number 13. That's a big deal. And they were 26 last year, and 26 is a big deal because some of the best schools that I love aren't even in the top 100 list. So there's a lot of work to be done out there in the universities. And this is a call to action. We're not going to judge. We're not going to scold. We're not going to talk from a place of elitism or arrogance, but we want to encourage all of the universities to collaborate and partner with recycling partners like Sneaker Impact. And also think about sustainability because it actually helps save money and can actually make you money too.
Wow.
You don't have to spend money to be sustainable necessarily. You just have to be like more mindful and more future thinking. You know what I mean? Thinking about the future versus just now and profits.
Wow.
You'll make the profits in the future.
Yeah.
You will. And leaders in technology and environmental, like everything nowadays, from quantum computing to all these things now, AI, they're all depending on renewable energy, technology, and conservation too, because there's not an unlimited amount of resources in the world. You can't just, that Hadi, every year they make like 22 billion shoes are made every single year. 22 billion. That's a lot of shoes. There's only like 8 billion people or 7 billion in the world. That's still a lot of people. So anyways, these are facts. These are numbers. The University of Miami is crushing it. And shout out to Teddy Letellier, their director of sustainability. Shout out to the U, to Coral Gables, Miami. That's a big thing to be in the top 25 list because there's places like in California, like let's say San Francisco that you would think would be in there, but they're not in there. There's places in Wisconsin you would think that would be in there. They're not in there. There's other environmentally minded states, out west, like Washington and Oregon. You'd think you'd see more names in there, but the schools that are committed, that have the people that are committed, it shows.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, shout out to the U. We love the U. If you guys couldn't tell, we also love FIU, Florida International University, and we love Florida Atlantic University. So we don't play favorites, but University of Miami did get a huge honor. And I had the honor of interviewing Teddy last week. So check that out on Sneaker Impact News. We use Zoom, so it wasn't the highest quality recording, but now that we got back the studio's working, Hadi's here helping me test it. I think we're going to be able to come back to you with live episodes very soon with in-studio guests like Hadi, where we can do interviews. So Hadi, we got to wrap it up soon. It's been 20 minutes. Anything you want to share with people before we leave?
Shout out to you, Miami. We out.
Yeah, man, we out. We're here. We're going to come back next Friday with more news. Yes. 2 Fridays from now, we'll be at the Miami Marathon Expo. Go to sneakerimpact.com, get involved, check out our Instagram. Guys. Follow us on YouTube. We got a ton of videos we've been putting out in the last year. We'll put out more. Tell us what you want to see. And yeah, it's been a nice Friday chat with you, Hadi. Thank you for helping.
You're welcome.
All right, guys. Happy weekend. Be well. Take care of each other.
Peace.
Keep recycling. Peace.